So, what about dopamine detox? First of all, nothing gets detoxed, so your dopamine levels aren't going anywhere, they're not detoxed or something. The thing with dopamine detox is that it's taking the time to reestablish your dopamine back to baseline levels, right? So you get back your dopamine to healthy, normal levels, and it gives you time for your dopamine receptors to become sensitive again. So this is what's really happening during a dopamine detox. So how you can do a dopamine detox is by avoiding all stimulation for a week or two and also practice fasting. So what I mean with stimulation is a broad range of things that you see, for instance, like social media, notifications, emails, screens in general, like from the television, scrolling through the internet, right? Searching unnecessary things up in Google, watching YouTube videos, etc., listening to music. So all sorts of media and stimulation, you can avoid that for a week or two to reestablish baseline healthy dopamine levels. Also, things that we ingest that stimulate dopamine or make our dopamine receptors even more sensitive, such as coffee and caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, processed foods, sugar, etc. Right? So these things also really trigger dopamine hits and releases. Further, we have anything that relates to sexuality, so porn, masturbation, and sex also work on the dopaminergic system. And especially these things desensitize you, so the sensitivity of your receptors become less by these activities, especially when they are done in excess. So take the time, about 1 or 2 weeks is enough for you to reestablish baseline dopamine levels. Sometimes, in certain cases, it can take way longer, right? Depending on the nature of your addiction. A great tool for recalibrating everything is fasting. So, fasting from food. You can, of course, still have water with some salt or something, but no food, no social media, no nothing, no input basically. This really spikes your GABA neurotransmitter, which is the neurotransmitter that regulates and balances your other neurotransmitters. So by practicing fasting 1 day, 2 days, but I'm really fond of 3 day fasting as a minimum. 3 days of fasting can really balance your brain chemistry, and your neurotransmitters. So try this out and then move to the next part, which is the pro dopamine diet and the pro dopamine lifestyle.